everyone, it's Mindy. I wanted to give you a quick look at just a few of the many extensions that you can get on the Chrome browser that I think you're going to find interesting and useful to use with your students or just for yourself. When you want to send your students to a website, and it's a website with a good article, but it also has to have a lot of ads and things that get in the way and distract, try the Readability extension. I'm going to click on Readability. I actually have choices. I can read this later, I can send it to my Kindle if I want, or read it now. I'll choose read it now. Now here's that same article 5 seconds later. Look what else I can do that. I can change the appearance from the way it appears here to the reverse in terms of color. I can also make the background a little more pleasing. Different styles. I can even change the column width if I want to. I can change the text size. So think how that's going to help your students who need to adjust, especially if they're trying to read off of the screen. So that's Readability. Here's something else that's useful. Did you ever want to show your students a video and you didn't want to show it full screen because maybe the quality wasn't all that good? So you decide to go with the view that's here. They're more interested in what's going on in the side panel, especially if it's an ad with some unsavory picture in it. Now you can get your kids to focus just on the video. It's an extension called Turn Off the Lights. And once you install it, it stays up here. It's a little light bulb. When I click on it, all the space around the video turns dark, and the focus is just on the video itself. Pretty neat, huh? Here's another extension. It's called Google Dictionary by Google. And once it's installed, you don't have to click on it. And anytime you're on a website and you come across a word you don't know, all you do is double click on the word and the definition pops up. So if you have your students reading something online that's got some wording in it they may not know, all they have to do is double click on the word and the definition will pop up. It's very subtle, very out of the way, but very useful. Another extension is one called Google URL Shortener. And when I click on it, it takes whatever website or web page you're on, gives it a short URL, which is then easy to tell somebody or to write on the board if you should have to do that. It also gives you instantly a QR code for that page. So if you have students with other kinds of devices, that QR code can be copied and pasted for them to use. Here's one more good extension. If you're a teacher that uses a lot of websites in the course of a class period, and maybe you want to use those websites again in 2 or 3 days, maybe you want to use them after the weekend, instead of going back in and having to upload all those, Session Manager keeps track of them for you. So here I just picked out 3 websites maybe a science teacher will want to use. I'm going to click on Session Manager. This pops up. I can give this a session name, and I save it, I get out of it, I come back over to Session Manager, and here they are. I just open them, and they're ready to go.